come from the Allotment. So the dilemma we had this weekend was that I have ordered 30 asparagus heads last year sometime in the autumn, and they've just been delivered on Friday. And when I ordered them, I've prepared the bed behind me, probably prepared the bed behind me a little bit earlier than that. And I was very excited about the whole thing. First ever asparagus bed, and it is quite large bed and much wider than any other of the other beds I have. Unfortunately, when we uncovered this bed, it became very apparent that it's completely overrun with persistent weeds, and I've decided that there's absolutely no point, as it was no dig bed, no point doing it right now. This is how many weeds we have in this sort of almost 9 months of covering this bed. We're going to persevere with no dig, but it's going to get covered for another year, and let's see what's going to happen then. This is new side of the asparagus bed. Obviously, as I mentioned, that wasn't the plan, and I think I'm going to split it between this bed and the bed on the other side, which I was planning this for root vegetables, but I haven't got a choice at the moment, because the asparagus bed, you saw, is completely overrun with weeds, although we've prepared it a year ago. So I'm going to do another layer of cardboard there and plant my brassicas and my root vegetables sort of on opposite side of that bed, while this bed is going to be used for asparagus. These two beds are going to be used for asparagus. So we've made a little, it actually has been really well prepared with manure underneath, and this one's got then soil mixed with compost on top, which are making little mounds, and then we're going to cover that with green compost, and fingers crossed, hope for the best. Not all best laid plans always work out, so I think in gardening that's what you need to be prepared for. So these are I've got 3 varieties. Can't pronounce that, this is beyond me, so I'm just going to take a picture of the label. F1 1-year crowns, and here you can see they look really quite lovely. They're ready to sprout. So again, we can't just dump compost on them, we really need to kind of very gently shovel it over them. So there we go. So we have now planted asparagus in both beds, and we've got, let me just walk around here. On the right hand side we've got Guleph Millennium, and half of the one which is at the end of the other bed. I've been very brave. I've planted this bed with some Nicotiana sunflowers, which, well, one way or another they've got to go, so let's give them a chance in the garden, and some parsley. My autumn fruiting raspberries are looking very healthy, and this is a bit of a surprise actually, because under this net I've got broad beans, and this one on the right is purple flowering and was mainly put in February, grown in little root trainers, and this is Aquadulce Claudia, which is bigger, but I just think that the hassle I had with this broad bean, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that next year. Other risky things I have done this week, and I probably be punished for it, is I planted some beans, some what do you call them? I've planted some runner beans, which one way or another had to go, so I'm going to give them a chance, and some flowers next to them. I think these are nasturtium. So I've planted some nasturtium, which also really needed to go. Let's see, give them a chance. Here is my salad bed. That's looking absolutely fab. And behind there are my busy bees. I have checked on them. They're feeding okay. I've checked them very early in the morning when they're still fairly asleep. There are a few of them at the edge feeding, all looking really, really good. And this is the view from the other side with my, I think, maybe not very sort of looking sort of regimented, but very messy, but fabulous onions. And as we go up, this is the other beds, and everything is really sort of springing to life now. And here's Watson. That's it really from us for this week, and I hope to see you all soon.